welcome back to my channel, guys. All School Gunner. How are you all getting on out there, guys? I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're having a nice day so far. Well, the biggest game in possibly, I don't know how long, awaits us tomorrow at the Emirates Stadium. It's Arsenal Southampton. Yeah, what can I say? I've been called into work tomorrow to cover for somebody. I might have been meeting up with a fellow Gooner that came all the way from the US to see the game, Dan Phillips. But unfortunately, no, if Dan is watching this, I can't because I have to go work. But it is what it is. I'd rather be at work, to be honest, because I only be getting tense and nervous and stressed as the game is going on. But I'll be sure to catch one of the Arsenal games before the end of the season, whether that's in the local or at the Emirates itself. But we face possibly, guys, the biggest game in I don't know how long, against Southampton tomorrow. For me, the deal is a done deal already. It's done and dusted, yeah. And I don't mean that Arsenal are going to win that. I don't think we're going to win the league this season after what I've seen in the last two games. But for me, it's a done deal anyway. We're not going to win the league. Yeah. City are in control, or they soon will be. I hate to be the bringer of bad tidings, guys. You know what I mean? The negative person, but someone has to speak the truth at some point. And we just haven't been good enough in the last two games. It's been quite disappointing. We had our chances. We've been given enough chances this season through the business. The last two games are very, very disappointing. And no more to say about it. What can I say? It's been absolutely disastrous, to be fair. And very, very disappointing, like I said. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, that's the way things are right now for us. Just 1 second, guys. I just got to fix something there. I just remembered. I got to do the settings on this video. I always do that, man. I always be messing about on YouTube and I forget to do what I went there for. But that's life, huh? But I might be having a guest on in a while. Kyle Walsh Gunner. He might be joining me. I had McManus also lined up, but he's had to stay back late and work because they had a delivery come in that's planned for tomorrow. They had it come in this evening. So, but some other time, man. Thank you to him anyway for letting me know. And some other time we'll get it on. You know what I mean? Alright, let me check this out. But yeah, massive game tomorrow for the club. Like I said, I'm glad I'm actually working because it's going to keep me focused and active. It was an absolutely massive game for us. One of the biggest games that I can remember in a long time. So yeah, it is what it is. That's actually already after being done. I did it yesterday. I'm ahead of myself. Guys, for once. You know what I mean? But yeah, there we go. Alright, let's see what's cooking. Arsenal forever. There was no way from this position we should just be walking away, just qualify for the Champions League. That's embarrassing. It's not like we've been chasing Man City, they've been chasing us. Yeah, exactly. And I think you posted the same comment on Arsenal Alex's channel. I mean, we've been leading the league since August, and we've been in first place. But the last two games have done a lot of damage to us. So thank you for the comment. I appreciate it, Jen. Do you actually have a channel yourself? Because I was trying to look for you earlier, to subscribe to your channel. So let me know if you actually have a channel yourself. I can subscribe to you, yeah, and return a favor. I can support your channel as you were supporting mine. I'm just glad I'm working tomorrow now, Like I said, I've been called to work tomorrow. I was meant to be off. I'm actually glad because I get very, very agitated on match day, especially with what's at stake. At least in work, it'll take my mind off the actual tension because I get very, very bad. I was in some mood after the West Ham game. I was in some mood when I got to work, I swear to God. The game started as I was making my way through central London. By the time I got into work, I was like an animal. I'm not joking, you've no idea. I was just going nuts. But that's to be expected, yeah. That's to be expected. The last two games have been very sobering for all Arsenal fans. You know what? We I think maybe 6 weeks ago, City kind of caught up with us. Then we pulled away again. And we opened up an 8-point lead again. And you know what? I was thinking, geez, man, the team is looking good. But definitely, it's not all on one player, but William Saliba has been a massive, massive loss at the back for Arsenal. I mean, when he's playing, no disrespect to Holding does his best. I mean, he gets picked, he plays. But we have no cover in that area. In the January transfer window, we should have brought somebody in because, lo and behold, we're playing Saliba all the time. And he's been given everything this season, like all the team have, like all the squad have. But as soon as he got injured, it's not the same with Holding in there, Like I said, no disrespect to him. But it's like we're not as quick on the counter attack and we're not pressing as high up the field because when you've got a player with the ability of Saliba in the centre of defence, we can afford to actually attack more because we know at the back we're secure. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's affected everything, the fact that he hasn't played. We're defending far too deep. We can't get forward. We're not quick enough in transition. It's like a completely different team out there. Of course, Saka is absolutely knackered, in my opinion. He needs a rest. He looked exhausted against West Ham. He was out on his feet. I mean, taking off Jesus after 60 minutes as well. I don't know what the situation was there. I don't know what the thinking was. Because he was actually our best attacking player. And to take him off for me was just made absolutely no sense whatsoever. I'll be perfectly honest. I don't know what you think about that Arsenal forever, but definitely taking off Gabriel Jesus after the hour mark made no sense at all. I mean, the man is young, the man is fit, and the man is strong. He can play. You know what I mean? So why did we take him off? Big up to Alex, man. Great to have you along, and thank you for joining my stream. I'm meant to be joined by Kyle Walsh in a while. I also had the McManus lined up. Of course, two old school gunners like ourselves, Alex. Less of the old, you'll be saying. But, I had them lined up to come onto my stream as well. McManus is going to be working late, unfortunately. They got a late delivery. And Kyle, I think, is going to be coming on in a while. He's always a busy man. But I have him lined up to come on. Hopefully he can make it. Big up to Arsenal, Alex, guys. I was watching his live stream earlier on the press conference, Mikel Arteta's presser ahead of the must-win game against Southampton tomorrow. Like you said, Alex, this is one of the biggest games for the club in I don't know how long, as long as I can remember, honestly. I'm just after being told that I'm actually going to be working tomorrow. I was meant to be off. So luckily I had the day off today. But it's better for me to be active and to be going into work tomorrow because I get very, very agitated the last couple of games. I don't know what it is. I'm just like an animal. Like after the West Ham game, when I got into work, guys, I was like a bull. I was like an animal after what happened in that game. You wouldn't want to talk to me, trust me. I was just off the chain completely. Because it was very, very disappointing for me and for all Arsenal fans, as you'll agree. So what can I say? But guys, I'm going to big up Arsenal Alex's channel. Check out his channel, guys. When I always say this, when the protests were happening at the Emirates, it was Kroenke out and this and that. Alex was there, and he was there to be counted on for the club, for the fans, and for everybody. He supported the protests peacefully, of course, but he was there to be counted on. And I always say this, he went out there, he gave his time and his effort to support the protests against the owners at the time. So big up to Alex for that, man. But make sure that you check out his channel, guys. It's Arsenal Alex. Like his videos, subscribe to his channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Also, comment in the comment section of his video today, for example. He's also on Instagram. It's Arsenal Alex and the number 1. So be sure to check him out, man. Do yourselves a favour, yeah? Alright. Yeah, let me just check something there. But that's basically it. You know what I mean? Enormous game tomorrow for the club. Like I said, probably arguably one of the biggest we faced in I don't know how many years. I don't know what your predictions are for the game, guys, but I fancy it 3-1. But I still think at the end of the day, we're not going to win the league this season. And I don't want to be, like I said, the bearer of bad tidings, guys. And I am, anybody that knows me will tell you, I am one of the most positive people. One of the most positive people you could ever meet in your life. I'm just positivity. Everything about me. You know what I mean? I'm Irish. We have to look on the bright side. We've been through enough. But that's a story for another day. But I'm one of the most positive people you could ever meet. But for me, it's just not going to happen this season. Win, lose or draw tomorrow, I think City's name on the title at the moment. They're absolutely flying forward. Arsenal forever. Welcome along, like I said, to my stream. I appreciate it. Smash the like in this video for me as well, guys. Do me a favour. I do not want to hear Arsenal fans saying, but we finished second, that's progress. Fuck the progress. I don't want that. I want that league title, not second. Yeah, I'm the same as you, man. And big up for not mincing your words, man. I'm the same. I mean, we've been leading all the way through, all the way since the beginning. So I don't know. It's quite. It's going to be quite disappointing if we don't win the league title. But to be honest, we're going to be up against it. And that's how I see things. It's not going to be easy for us. City have been imperious in the last couple of weeks. They put Bayern to bed rather easily. So I don't know. We'll have to see how it works out. But an absolutely huge game ahead. Of course, we're still top of the league, guys. We're still top. Let's not forget that. Just go and look at the table here. But of course, everyone knows the situation now, guys. We've played a match more than City, and we've got 4 points more than them. But of our last 5 games, they've won the last 5, and we have won 3 and drawn the last 2. Of course, away to Liverpool and away to West Ham. After being 2-0 up in both games. I think that was what was going on. Just texting someone, guys. Just give me 1 second. But yeah, guys, we are top of the league. We are 4 points clear of Manchester City, but of course they have a game in hand. We are after drawing 2 of the last 5, our last 2 games, after being 2-0 up away to Liverpool and West Ham, whereas Manchester City have won 5 in a row. And if you've seen them in the Champions League, guys, they have just disposed of Bayern Munich as well. So they're through to the semi-final, where they're going to be playing holders Real Madrid, who put Chelsea to sleep. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy game tomorrow by any stretch of the imagination. I honestly think the league is done for us. The league is over. I think we're done. I don't think we're going to win the league this season. And anybody that knows me knows I'm the most positive person you could ever meet. But I think the league is just out of reach. I don't think we're going to do it. It's done and dusted. What can you say? You know what I mean? But yeah, that's just my opinion. Yeah. Arsenal forever in with the comment. We will not get a better chance of winning the Premier League this season because next season we will not be in this position, in my opinion. Yeah, I echo that, man. I echo your sentiment 110%. Yeah, thank you for your comment. It's not going to be the same next season, and all the other teams will have improved. Things are just going to be different. This is the best chance we've had in I don't know how long. Yeah, 20 years. This is the best chance we've had in 20 years. So what can you say? I honestly think it's going to be extremely, extremely difficult for us. Yeah. Win, lose, or draw tomorrow, I think it's not going to really have an outcome because we have to go to Manchester City. They already have that game in hand, which I think they will win. And if they beat us, which I think they will at the Etihad, I mean, they're going to be in the driving seat. It's unfortunate because we've been leading the league since August. You know, we've been in pole position, and now we're going to relinquish the lead. Yeah? And they're going to just pip us. They're going to get over the line ahead of us, which is quite unfortunate for us, you know, because like I said, we've done all right this season. But yeah, squad strength comes into play, guys. That injury to Saliba, we had no replacement for him with respects to Holding. He's not up to it. Arsenal Chelsea fan talks to Pochettino today. Yeah, I saw that. He's a fantastic coach. I always think about like his time at Spurs. He was very, very good. And he was at PSG as well, wasn't he? But he is a fantastic, fantastic coach. Yeah, City will have 2 games in hand after tomorrow night. Yeah. And we have to go to the Etihad, which is, for me, a game we will lose. I mean, that's why we needed to do something in the previous 2 games. Like, we needed to give ourselves the springboard. Okay, we got something against Liverpool, maybe fortuitously we got a point. We got the draw at Anfield. But we needed to win the West Ham game and win tomorrow. And then we would have some chance going into the final couple of games, the final 7 or 8 games, and having to go to Manchester City. But with those 2 results combined, tomorrow, even if we win, I still think it's City's title. You know what I mean? I don't think we have enough in the tank, to be honest, to stretch them. It's going to be a very, very tough game. That's how I see it. What can I say? Yeah, what's your prediction for the game tomorrow, Arsenal forever? How do you think How do you think it's going to go? What do you think the score is going to be? Let me know. Yeah, I'm back onto the league table there now. I need to just check my phone as well because I'm getting a couple of messages in. So we'll have to see what happens. Just a second, guys. Just sending out a couple of messages to people. Nothing more than live on my channel. But yeah, it is what it is. Just 1 second, guys. A lot of people hitting me up on the socials. Let me see, where is the main man? Kyle Walsh. Hopefully he can come on the stream at some point. Our fixtures are tougher than Man City. I can't see Man City losing the game from here. Yeah, me either. And they will beat us at the Etihad, in my opinion. That is not a game that we will. It's going to be very difficult for us. It is what it is. Tomorrow, Arsenal 24-1. Yeah, I said 3-1, but I agree with that. Yeah, I think we can put a couple of goals past them. We should be confident at home. The defense has been a little bit shaky. Ramsdale wasn't looking the best. Jesus had a good enough game against West Ham. He was all right until he was taken off for some reason after the hour mark. Made no sense at all. But yeah, we've been shaky. I mean, we need a much improved performance tomorrow, regardless of if they're in the relegation zone or not. West Ham were in the relegation zone too, and they almost beat us. You know what I mean? They put in one hell of a performance. Okay, we're the home side this time out, but it makes no difference. We need to really put in a shift. And we need to make sure the 3 points. I mean, we were 2-0 up against West Ham as we were 2-0 up against Liverpool. The Arsenal of old, okay, a completely different team with a different quality of players. I'll admit that, yeah. Different gravy guys. But the Arsenal team of old, they would have absolutely, they would have trashed those 2 teams if they had been playing them. If we don't beat Southampton tomorrow, we don't deserve to win the league. That's what I was actually saying as well after the West Ham game. We don't deserve to win the league with a performance like that. But yeah, if we don't beat them tomorrow at home, they are in the relegation zone also, but they're fighting for their lives. Like I said, we need to really go out and we need to hit the ground running, and we need to put a couple of goals back. You know what I mean? Past them. And we need to make it a comfortable win. The defence is causing me concerns. Ramsdale has also been unsettled, I think, by the lack of Saliba in there. It's causing him, there's no security there when Saliba's not there on that side of the field. I mean, Gabriella's doing his utmost, but you know what I mean. It is what it is, I suppose. But there's no actual, there's no cover there, you know. So it's a bit mental, to be honest. We'll have to see how it works out. We'll have to see how it goes. Let me just check something. I got sent something by a friend of mine. But yeah, great to see so many people tuning into my stream. I appreciate it, guys. Great to have you along. And thank you to Arsenal Forever for the support. I appreciate it. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. Let me just check that comment. So we can't throw in another tool in need again. Yeah, I hope not. But we need to go. We need to go in the ascendancy against them because I think they're going to be confident. I think they're going to be well up for it. We can't take them for granted, you know, just because of their league position. I mean, there's been too much riding on this. It's been all season. We've been trying to do our best. The last two games have been very, very disappointing for a lot of Arsenal fans. I know that. It's been very, very disappointing. I get it. You know what I mean? But it's been tough. It's been tough, no doubt. Arsenal forever. I never wanted Arteta as manager in the first place. If we don't win the league, he has to go. We're definitely not going to win the league anyway, in my opinion. And I don't think the board are going to win. They're going to send him on. I mean, they're going to get rid of him. I mean, I met Edu last September as I'm living in London now. I just met Edu last September, like out of the blue. I was, it was actually the Queen's funeral was taking place, and I was in central London now. I was done by the London Eye, by the County Hall in London. If any of you know that area, yeah. I was done by the London Eye, by the County Hall. And lo and behold, along came Edu with a minder and his wife. He had a couple of minders with him now, bit of muscle. I was like, that can't be him, boy. Can't be. You know what I mean? I was on my own now. So he was with the wife and a bit of muscle there, a bit of hard muscle. Bone breakers. Trust me, guys. These guys were bone breakers. Animals. Just pro muscle. So I was like, that can't be him. So I listened to him talking, and sure enough, they were speaking Portuguese. He's Brazilian, of course. So I was like, all right, maybe it is him, you know. I said, but sure, he's not going to be here just like that in the crowd. So he went in to use the public toilets at the county hall. I waited outside like a complete stalker. Edu came out, and I plucked up the courage to go over and have a chat to him. Shook his hand, but I wish Noel actually said something about the club. He looked a bit wary when he met me, you know, because he was like, oh God, an Arsenal fan, I'm going to get abuse. But I was respectful, you know, like I said, he was with family. So I was respectful to Edu. But I wish Noel had said something on behalf of the fans because, like, you know what I mean? That was my golden opportunity. But I bottled it like the team. Shame to say I bottled it, guys. But it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. I'll probably never meet him again. That was my one opportunity. So we're still top. We need to win tomorrow, no doubt. City with 2 games in hand. And we still have to go to Manchester, which I think we're going to get a straight L in that one. We're playing Southampton, of course. They're bottom of the league. 4 losses in the last 5. 3 straight losses. They won 6 games out of 31. Their points total is 23. So they're rock bottom of the league. They're fighting for their lives. They need to put in a performance smart, and they need to take the 3 points. It's going to be difficult for them against us. But I mean, we need to go out and put in a performance. There's not much more to be said about that. If we don't, we're done. You know what I mean? It's basically game, set, and match. Manchester City's title if we don't win that game tomorrow. But like I said, I'm delighted that I'm actually going to be going to work. I'm going to be on my way, and it's going to keep me occupied and active and take my mind off the game, because like I said, I've been getting very agitated the last couple of weeks because it's extremely frustrating what happened with the team. And that little mini slide, which in my opinion has cost us the league. But it is what it is. It is what it is, you know. It is disappointing, of course. Everybody that's everyone with the club, you know. It's very, very, very disappointing. But yeah, what can you do? Win probability 82% for Arsenal, 6% for Southampton, draw 12%. News going into the game: Arsenal's defensive decline offers hope for Southampton on Friday. Yeah. The defensive decline since the World Cup by Mikel Arteta's boys has been laid bare in the last two fixtures. Since the World Cup, their expected goals against figure has risen from 0.85 to 1.28, while the shots on target face numbers have also increased. I haven't been going too good. Of course, William Saliba is making slow progress in his recovery from a back injury. Teams are finding it easier to create quality chances against us. We have only kept 6 clean sheets in the last 21 fixtures across all competitions. We've conceded 20 Premier League goals since the restart. There are 10 teams that have conceded fewer since the World Cup. That's a 72% strike rate for opposition teams scoring. And when correlating those percentages into the price for Southampton to score at the Emirates, the basic maths tell us we probably should be backing the Saints to get on this good score sheet. Score prediction 3-1. That's what I said as well. That's how I see things going. I think it's going to be 3-1 to us, but like I said, we have to go out and we have to turn up and we have to make sure of it. Arsenal remaining fixtures: Southampton, Man City, Chelsea, Newcastle, Brighton, Forest, Wolves. How many points do I think we'll get? Well, City is going to be a straight L. Chelsea, not too sure. Not too much. Newcastle, tough game. Let me see. 9, 12. I think 12. Maybe 13. I think 12, maybe 13. I think a draw against Chelsea and a defeat to City, and all the other games we win, that leaves us with 13 points. It's what Manchester City do, to be honest, is also important. Of course, you know that, my friend. But I mean, how many games again? Where's the volcano? Yeah, exactly, man. I don't know where he is. The Irish volcano. I sent him a message there, and I sent him the link. But I'd imagine maybe he got kept back in work, or he's busy. But how are you getting on, Manny? How are you feeling about the game tomorrow? It's going to be a tough one, right? I'm a bit tense. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit nervous. I also had McManus due to come on the stream, but he's had to work back late because a delivery due for tomorrow came into the warehouse this evening. So he's back there now doing that. But yeah, Kyle is meant to be coming on, but he hasn't been on the socials in a while. So I'll see. I hit him up on WhatsApp. I sent him the link, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, the volcano. I was meant to be off tomorrow also. And actually the American gooner, Dan Phillips, he's in London now. He's come over to see the Southampton game. But unfortunately, they called me to work today because someone else can't make it. To be honest, I need the money. It's handy money for me. You know, London is expensive at the best of times. even though I'm single now and I've got no kids or nothing, it's still expensive. So I need the money, simple as. So I'm glad to be going in anyway tomorrow because I'll be honest with you, Manny, I'm not proud of it, but like, never mind that I'm going through a divorce right now. Obviously, that makes me a little bit volatile at times. But what's happened with Arsenal has really kind of upset me, I suppose is the right word. The way we've kind of capitulated in the last couple of games, it's been concerning and very damaging for our title hopes. And I have been in the best of mood, so I am very glad that I'm working tomorrow because it just keeps me, on a match day. Otherwise, I get very, very, very agitated. I'm not going to lie. And the game against West Ham, I was actually on my way to work when that game started, and I knew the result then just as I was getting into work. I was flipping out when I went into work. I was just like an animal being left out of its cage. And I don't know, are many Arsenal fans actually experiencing that now, but I've supported the club since I was a boy. And it's just beneath the surface with me. I mean, people think maybe I don't care, I'm not that involved, or I'm not that passionate. Just beneath the surface, and what's been happening recently with the club really upset me. The little slide and the decline in the performances we put in, because it's been a long time waiting for the league, Manny, and you know that, man. It's been 19 years, believe it or not now. 19 years since the Invincibles. So it's been a tough one for me, man. So I'm glad that I'm working tomorrow. I'm going to be kept active. I'm going to be going into work and doing my thing. Then I can keep an eye on the game as well. But it's been a tough one. I'm not going to lie. A must win, absolutely 100%. Manny, we need to win. But Southampton are absolutely fighting for their lives down there. They're rock bottom of the league. And they've been on a wretched run. But I think teams like that, we have to be careful because, okay, West Ham are not rock bottom, but they were in the danger zone. We just need to be careful. Okay, we're hosting them. We're not playing the Saints at their home ground, but still we need to go out and we need to bring the performance. It's 11 against 11, and they are fighting for their lives. So teams that like that are in the relegation zone or threatened by relegation, they put out all the stops. So we need to really put that game to bed. We need to put them to sleep. We have not been good in the defensive third. We have not been strong at all. We have been all over the place, as you well know, Manny, my friend. So it's of concern to me. I'm not going to lie, and I'm talking straight out here. I'm talking straight up, guys. Honest to God, I am concerned. I'm not going to lie. I mean, everything changed when Saliba got injured. It's like a friend of mine said to me recently, a former Gooner. He said that it's actually like we're playing 10 metres further back now into the defensive third. Whereas when Saliba was there, no disrespect to Holding, but when Saliba was there, we were a bit more comfortable and confident at committing players forward and playing a higher press. And we were able to go quicker on the counter. And now our whole game plan has changed because Saliba's not available at centre back. I don't know what you think about that, Manny, but definitely, man, it's been a big change, and we're definitely finding it hard in transition to. We took off like a rocket against West Ham. We were flying, and then we just lost our way. We just lost our way. We were rudderless, and it was really, really disappointing. Just a football team, man. You can't throw your most irritated by their frauds and performances. We all have us in the scheme of things. There's more important stuff. Yeah, there is. But you know what? I agree with you. But you know what? That's the way I've been. But that's the way I've been recently, and all through the season, that's the way I had been. Like you're saying now, and in previous seasons, that's the way I had been. But something stuck in my throat this season because we've been leading since August. And City pegged us back maybe 6 weeks ago, I think it was. But then we opened up that 8-point lead again. And I was thinking, geez, you know what? We actually have a chance here. We won those 4 games in a row or 5 games in a row. I was like, you know what? This team is actually motoring. They want to do something here. And now it's like we're sliding again. We're slipping. So I don't know. It's just been it's been a tough one for me anyway, to be honest. Like it has for a lot of Arsenal fans, I suppose. But we've been leading the league since the very beginning. And now to be pegged back. There are more important things in life, but I mean, you know what? We've been leading for so long since the league started this season. I really expected. It's been a chastening experience recently. The way the team has kind of just faltered. Yeah, some of the decisions, man, in the West Ham game. I mean, Saka was having a nightmare. why did he take the penalty? Okay, maybe he plumped for it. Yeah, maybe he said, I'm going to take it. But that, coupled with the Jesus situation, just after we missed the penalty, then the way we conceded. I mean, there was one ball over the top and he was in. Ramsdale got a hand to it, but he couldn't keep it out. I'm actually going to watch the highlights of that game now, but that was quite disappointing, man, because I'm sure. But what are your thoughts on the game tomorrow? And how do you see it going? Do you think we're going to claim victory in that game? And more importantly, do you believe we can win the league? Like, how do you feel about it? I mean, you know what I mean? What do you think our chances are of actually winning the league and taking the trophy back? Being at Islington Town Hall with the trophy, holding it aloft. And I hope and I pray we can do something, but it's not going to be easy. Definitely not. Just going to watch the highlights of the game there, guys. That West Ham game. And when you look back at the Bournemouth game as well, yeah, there were signs there, not just the Bournemouth game, but there were signs there that we were kind of in a little bit of trouble. There were signs we were kind of in a little bit of trouble. I think I need to change the heading on this because I don't know, is Kyle coming on with Kyle Walsh, but I can change that later. No big deal. But definitely. It was a little bit, yeah, it was a wake-up call. West Ham v Arsenal. Watch the highlights of that again. Osaka. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. Simple as. Yeah, we started off on fire. Yeah, we started off on fire in that game. But we just couldn't. We couldn't keep it going. The opening goal was a great move, guys. Great passing move. Great passing move. Very good start for us, guys. 2 good goals. We were 2-0 up and we were going well. Great delivery from Martinelli and a nice finish from Odegaard. But the wheels came off after that. I mean, Thomas Partey trying to be smart with Rice. And we can see the penalty. I mean, disappointing. But the last game, man, he was the Jared Bowen goal, man. Just after we missed the penalty. Let me watch the Saka penalty again. What a miss from Saka. One ball over the top, guys. And that was it. Jared Bowen, 2-2. Disappointing enough. Where is Kyle? Is he coming on? We'll see. He must be busy. But we'll wait a while, he might come on. Welcome along to the live stream, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're all keeping well. And yeah, Arsenal may be a little bit lucky at the end of that game, yeah, against West Ham to get something out of it, as we were at Liverpool, to be honest. But it is what it is, to be fair. It is what it is. Let me just get on the phone there 1 second, guys. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Big up to me and Kyle. Yeah, big up to me and Kyle, is it? All right, man. Yeah, big up yourself too, Manny, man. What is the stream you're going on, Manny? What channel is that? Because I can tune in. I can tune in as I'm doing this too. I give the person support. If you have another stream, let me know, yeah, and I can tune in. No problem. Just let me know what channel it is, and I can tune in. All right, thank you for tuning into my stream. I appreciate it. And I'll try to get in touch with Kyle there. He must be busy driving the bus. Maybe he's home late, yeah. But yeah, take care of yourself, Manny, and good luck with that stream, yeah. And like I said, I can tune in and lend my support if you let me know what stream it is. All right, and take care of yourself, man. All the best, Manny, and thank you for tuning in now. All right, guys, welcome to my live stream. How are you getting on out there? I hope you're keeping well. Smash the like in this video for me and subscribe to my channel, guys, if you haven't already, and click on the notifications bell. Just to let you know, guys, in the Europa League game, Man United are currently losing 1-0 away to Sevilla after 20 minutes. And Nesri with the goal, so they're losing 3-2 on aggregate. Youssef and Nesri scored in the 8th minute, so they're down 3-2 on aggregate, United. I'll keep you posted on that game as it continues. Yeah? But not looking good for Man U right now, guys. Rashford's not on the field for some reason, unbeknownst to me. But I'm not a United fan. Maybe there's a reason why he's not playing. But Rashford's not on the field, and they're struggling. It's not looking good for them, to be honest. They're going to have to do something there, you know. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. I'm still here, just so you know. All right. Excuse me. But yeah, guys, absolutely massive, massive game against Southampton tomorrow, no doubt. Arguably the biggest game we faced, and I don't know how long, as long as I can remember. It's going to be a massive, massive game, an enormous clash. I just hope and I pray that we can actually win that game. It's going to be a huge test of the team. A massive, massive clash. So we'll have to see. But hopefully we can get something. Just 1 second, guys. I'll be back in 1 second, okay? Jeez. All right, guys, I'm back. How are you getting on? I hope you're keeping well. Excuse me. Enormous game for the club tomorrow. Absolutely massive clash coming up. Yeah, I have to work unfortunately, but I'll be keeping an eye on the game. It's going to be a real test for the team, no doubt. They're showing from the vault 5 classics against Southampton. Dennis Bergkamp, yeah, when he got his first goal for the club, that was against Southampton. Bergkamp's brilliance, 95, 96. Was it really that long ago? That seems like yesterday. But yeah, classic games against Southampton, of course. Bergkamp, the man himself. The maestro. Chelsea hold talks with Pochettino. Man United are 1-0 down at the moment, guys. Away to Sevilla. It's 3-2 on aggregate. Of course, Sevilla have got 2 away goals also, guys. So it's not going to be easy. Yeah? They're slipping. All right. Here I am with my new girlfriend. It's my new girlfriend, guys. My new wife. All right. If you can't make fun of yourself, if you can't make fun of yourself in life, guys, what is it good to you? All right. Big up to Moxie. I'm not going to say Moxie's name, but Moxie knows who she is. Big up, Moxie. Fuck. I need to trim the old beard, in fairness. Ah, well, welcome along to my live stream. Massive, massive game for Arsenal tomorrow, of course. But I'm not going to bore you with that. Yeah, she's a looker. Ah. Yeah, she's a looker, yeah. She's not too bad, not too bad. Wow, there's a lot of people watching right now. I don't know what happened. But anyway, yeah. She's a fine bit of stuff. She's a fine lady. Ta-da! All right, there we go. She's not a bad looking dinosaur. But yeah, it is what it is, you know. Massive, massive game for the club tomorrow. Don't think I should talk about that much now because this person, I think, these people must think you're mad. I couldn't care less what they think, to be honest. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but a lot of them know me, you know. But I had somebody lined up. I had someone lined up to be on. They haven't got in contact with me. I had another guy lined up as well to come on. Obviously, lifelong gooners like myself. But he had to work back late, so that's not a problem. But the other gentleman didn't let me know what the situation is. So, yeah, it is what it is. These things happen. He's obviously got, you know what I mean, caught up, had a busy day probably. But yeah, it is what it is. Massive, massive game coming up. United are playing at the moment too, and they are currently losing 1-0. They were 2-0 down, but the second goal was actually ruled out by VAR as an offside. So that really saved United there because they've been under the cosh. These people must think you're mad. Yeah. Doesn't bother me. Yeah, things are going well. 3 people tuning in, and thank you to Moxie for tuning in. What's that name I just said? Moxie, that's you. But yeah, one of the guys coming on the channel had to work back late. He doesn't work at the premiere in April, so you don't know him. But yeah, lifelong gooner. He gonna make it, you know. And then the other guy, he hasn't kind of been in touch, so it doesn't matter what his name is. You don't know him. He doesn't work with us. All right, you have your secrets. I have mine. Deal with it. I'm not telling you. Why? You don't know the person. You need to know everything, is it? Jesus, I tell you, someone's texting me there, guys. Sorry. They're not even an Arsenal fan, to be honest. They're a Spurs fan, so say no more about it. No, I didn't. I didn't see any name. I didn't say Lee. I didn't see any name. United still losing, guys. Almost at half time. They're all over the place. But they're gotten in. They're only a goal down at least. But yeah, things aren't looking too good for them right now. But thanks for tuning in, Mox. You're boosting it. Silly people texting me. Sorry about that, guys. Immature. Real immaturity. You know what I mean? I look dashing. I look like a scruff. I look dashing, is it? Yeah. I suppose compared to poor Gunnosaurus, I do like. I look quite fetching. Look at my beard. You know what I mean? I look at my trained physique. You know, get a good. Let me just turn that there. This is all thriller, no filler, guys. This is just a jersey. Yeah, this is actually me. You know what I mean? It's great to be confident. Confidence is the key. There I am, quite dashing. Alright, let me drink some water. Let me drink some water. I'm still not 100% fit, I'll be honest, because I've had like a head cold. But I'm feeling okay, a little bit better. I rested today, but yeah, the weather has been crap recently, so I got a bit of a head cold. But it is what it is. It's half time, guys. Man United are losing 1-0 to Sevilla. I think when the United game is over, I'll do a stream on my channel. Like I'll do another one about the game. Should get a bit of should get a few people watching then. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I look dashing on the all cameras. My moustache. Jesus, I need to trim it. It's like a motorcyclist. You know what I mean? I'm like in a motorcycle gang. It's actually linking up here now and everything. It's like a rope. Here is like a rope. You know what I mean? You can swing off it. See, sometimes when I'm zipping up my jacket, this part here almost gets caught. Oh man, that is painful stuff. Anyone that's ever done that, you know it is goddamn painful. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Texting things, guys, that I would never say on air because I'd be banned off YouTube for life. You know what I mean? And I do not want to get banned off YouTube because this at some point is going to become a source of income for me. So, you know what I mean? I worked very hard to get to where I am, so I'm not going to let that go that easily. Trust me. Somebody texted me there, a person of limited intelligence. So somebody texted me there, guys, a person of limited intelligence. But it's cool, you know what I mean? It's a pity that guy that was meant to be coming on my channel didn't turn up. That's a real shame. But it is what it is. That's right, guys. I've got an iPhone. One of the older ones, 2019. What's going well? Until I go back to Switzerland and restock. Get another one. Jeez, I feel like I actually could sleep. I do have a bit of a cold, like I said, guys, so my energy levels are, dropping off a bit. Right there I am with my beard. Yeah, so this is it. Let's see what's going on. This is always spend my days when I'm not working in the hotel. This is my life right now. It is what it is, guys. Alright. I think you're the only person watching now, April. Oh, I said your name, sorry. That's cool, don't worry. You don't need to. Everything's cool. Someone just texted me there, guys, in case you think I'm talking to myself. But an enormous game tomorrow for Arsenal, guys. Really one of the most important games I can remember. In my opinion, the league is done. I don't think we're going to win it this season. I think Manchester City's name is on the trophy, unfortunately. But if we can get that win tomorrow, maybe, just maybe, we can have a little bit of hope. But it is not going to be easy for us, even when we go to Manchester then. That is going to be a massive, massive challenge against City. So I don't know. We'll have to see. see how that goes. Let me see. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. You know what I mean? But a massive game tomorrow for the club. One of the biggest games I can remember in a long, long time. Somebody is trying to write a comment, but they can't. I think that's for the best. I really think that's for the best because I could just imagine what the person would be writing because I know the person and the person is a complete maniac. But that's fine. Once it's not Chun Song, it's all good. Tsungi. Stretch out, guys. Man. Next time off, we got to get back doing some exercise. Seriously, I've been feeling a bit. I've had a cold the last couple of days, so I've just been kind of relaxing at home, keeping warm. But as soon as I'm feeling better again, I gotta get out and do a bit of exercise. Keep fit. You know what I mean? That's the name of the game, guys. Big up. And big up to Moxie. Moxie knows who she is. I was listening to some music on the headphones, guys, in case people wondering why I'm bouncing my head. That's why. Keeping myself entertained. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap up the live stream. I want to thank everybody for your continued support on my channel, all your likes, your subscribes and your comments. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thank you to the 2 people tuning in. I appreciate it. Smash the like of this video for me guys. Comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. If you want to donate a bit of money to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, talk to you later guys. I'll be back at 10 o'clock for a review of the Sevilla Manchester United game. So make sure you tune in for that. A couple of people watching again, guys. I might keep going with it, but a massive game for Arsenal tomorrow. We're hosting Southampton, so hopefully we can do something in that game. It's been a bit of a disappointing one for Arsenal in the last couple of games. Needless to say. Tomorrow we need to do something anyway. We need to win the game. Otherwise, we're done. League over. My to be on already. I don't think we're going to manage it, but we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, we'll see what goes on. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up the live stream there. I want to thank everybody for your continued support on my channel, your likes, your comments, and subscribes. I really appreciate it. I'll be back at 10 p.m. for a review of the Manchester United Sevilla game, which Sevilla are currently winning 1-0, 3-2 on aggregate over in Spain. So talk to you then, guys. Take care and speak soon. Come on, you Gooners. Peace.